Hello everyone, welcome to another session of tactics training. We will solve puzzles. This helps to prepare for the Grandmaster tournament. I will play the 8th game in the afternoon, and hopefully you will also learn some new patterns which you will be able to use in your own games. So this is the first exercise, white to move. This is actually the 16th day of puzzles. 16 days ago, I decided to do at least 1 hour of tactics training every day to improve my calculation skills. If you join me and you do also this 1 hour every day, I can guarantee you to improve your chess. This is nearly 100% sure if you join me. Maybe it takes a few weeks, but I'm sure you will improve your calculation skills. So stay tuned and join me around this time every day, like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Central European time. I do these puzzles. Okay, yeah, and actually many times I do eat some bananas, very healthy, organic, bioorganic, bio bananas or organic bananas, very healthy for the brain and for your body to start the day with. So, how would you win with white? How would you win with white? Welcome all new viewers. Feel free to write any of your comments or ideas as a comment or in the chat. So maybe we can start with checks and captures. So maybe knight e7 or knight h6 check as a candidate. Actually, knight h6 looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. So after knight h6 checks, if he captures, then rook g2 check, king h8, queen takes queen, rook takes queen, bishop takes f6, and that's, yeah, that looks like a checkmate. Okay, this is the solution, wonderful. If he moves king h8, maybe if you don't want to get checkmated, then we just capture here to win the queen. If he moves out, then we just capture the queen. Okay, let's go for the next one. White to move again. White to move again. So white wins, and how? That's the question. So maybe the best if you start again with checks and captures. Yeah, feel free to write into the chat also on chess.com or on Twitch if you know how would you win this with white. And if you have an idea, please write full variations, so not just the first move, but please try to write the full variation. So white move, black move, white move, black move, white move. And until you think it's like a checkmate or white is ahead. Has a big enough advantage to win the game. So it looks like white sacrificed 2 pawns. So black is up 2 pawns, but white is attacking with the bishop, the rook, the knight, and the queen, so many pieces. So let's look the checks. Start with maybe knight h5 check, king g8. Actually I have an idea here. Rook takes f7 check, rook takes f7 check, rook takes f7. Knight h5 check. King g8 and then queen d8 checkmate. Or if king h8 then queen d8 check, rook f8, queen takes f8 checkmate. Wow. This looks good. Yeah, Thibaut, US, thank you very much for the follow. Is one another checkmate? What else he can do? Yeah, if he's not taking, then check and then checkmate. Okay, let's go for the next one. So black to move here. Again, the white king looks like in trouble. Okay, knight takes f3 looks strong. Knight takes f3, g takes, no, sorry, knight takes h3, g takes h3. Rook g4 check to force to open up. And if h takes g4, then queen h2 checkmate. Another variation, if knight takes h3, king to h1, then knight g5 checkmate. Knight takes g3, h3, G takes h3, rook g4 check, if not captures, but king h1, then queen takes h3 checkmate. That's it. Okay, nice. Let's go for the next one. White to move. So, how can we, probably again the king. The king. Rook takes g7, that looks like a good candidate. But as knight takes e6, knight takes f5. Okay, let's just look first. Rook takes g7. So rook takes g7, king takes g7, rook g1 check, king h8. And then queen g5, threatening queen g7 checkmate. But then rook f7. Yeah, that doesn't seem that good. So rook takes, rook g1, king h8. Yeah, it would be nice to, if something else would join, like the knight on e6 or the queen or the bishop. What should I do differently? The problem also, black is threatening to play something like queen e7 to go back and defend. Okay, let's look. Rook takes g7, king takes g7, queen g5 check. That makes any difference, like he goes to h8. I got the idea. to gain time. So rook takes g7, king takes g7, knight takes e6, check. It's a fork, so it's forced to take. And then rook d7, so go from that direction. That will lead to a checkmate, yeah. Because if king g8, then queen g5 check, yeah, that's it. And then checkmate on g7. This gains us time. Because on 8-7, yeah. Wow, beautiful. Let me just take the queen if he's not taking. Of course, he can make it a little longer. Okay, okay. Let's go for the next one. White to move again. Yeah, good morning, Thomas. Good morning. Good morning, all dear European and African viewers. Good afternoon, Asian and Australian viewers, and good evening, good night, American viewers. So here let's start to see what's happening here. Wow, the chess god subscribed. Thank you very much. Probably this came out from a dragon Sicilian. So yeah, queen takes g6 looks like a very good candidate. Certainly rook h8 checkmate. Queen takes g6, pawn takes g6. Bishop takes e6 check, king f8, rook h8, bishop takes, rook takes checkmate. Yeah, there are several ways here to go. I think rook h8 should be also good. Rook h8, bishop takes h8, rook takes h8, knight takes h8, queen h7 check, king f8, queen takes h8 checkmate. Yeah, there are several ways to go to checkmate. I would actually prefer this one. But both are fine. You know, the problem with queen g6 that allows queen takes c2 check, so that makes one move longer for black. And sometimes, you know, if you are in big time trouble, you know, maybe you just cannot move that one more move because of time is run out. So we should always try to shoot for the quickest one. Of course, if you are in time trouble, you see a checkmate, you just do it. Especially if you have like just few seconds left, you don't think and find a quicker one. So yeah, if you see queen takes is good, just do it. It just makes it longer. This is also a nice way of checkmating. Yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Shreyas Erasan, thank you very much. Okay, next one, white to move. So, how would you do this? Hmm. So white to move, white to move. It feels like there will be some kind of checkmate. We should look over the checks probably. So knight, let's look some candidates. Knight f6 check, knight c7 check, queen takes f8 check. And then the captures when rook takes e6 or queen takes f8. Yeah, let's look for something really forcing first. Yeah, actually, knight c7 looks like knight c7, knight takes c7. Hannibal Hearthstone, thank you very much for. Bálint vagyok. Hello, Bálint, nice to see you here. So knight c7, knight takes c7, bishop takes e7 check. King takes f7. I was thinking queen h7 check, but bishop g7 stops. Okay, knight c7, knight c7. Let's go rook d8 check then. No, actually, rook takes e7, that's good. Okay, rook takes e7 check, king takes e7, queen f6 check, king e8, rook d8, or queen d8 checkmate. Wow. Wow. Even capturing on f7 is a checkmate. Okay, nice one. Let's go for the next one. White to move. White to move. How would you give? Again, two rooks are there, queen, but look, black is ready to also give a checkmate on a1, so probably should go with checks. You know which make kind of not many options we have. If he wants to start with checks, then we should do, I guess, rook takes g7 check. Yeah, wow. Then king takes g7, then rook takes h7 check, knight takes h7, queen g6 check, and then if king h8, then knight f7 checkmate. If king f8, then queen f7 checkmate. Mm-hmm. This is nice. What if he moves the king to here? Then maybe a queen sacrifice. If he moves here, that's maybe a bigger challenge. Then check comes. Also checkmate. Nice. So actually, rook sacrifice, and then another rook sacrifice to get control of the g6 square. Mm-hmm. Well done. Let's go for the next one. White to move. Mm-hmm. So what should we do here? Oh, this looks again very close to a checkmate. Okay, let's look if we can somehow sacrifice the rook on g7. So rook takes g7, king takes g7. Maybe bringing a new one like rook g1 check. If king h6, then queen h4 checkmate. If king to h8. Huh. That's the question. Yeah, then queen takes f7. Maybe that's just good enough. Queen takes f7. The king is because if bishop takes, then knight takes f7 checkmate. Other way, we are sitting to give a checkmate on h, on g8 and on g7. Yeah, if he gives rook takes a2 check. Ooh, that looks good. That is dangerous. Yeah, we play maybe king b1. So, because you captured and c3, that looks strong. If king b1, rook b3 check, king takes, rook b2 check, king takes b2, c3 check, king c1. Yeah, and he cannot continue. Okay, I think then it should be good. Oh, yeah, that's more direct. Yeah, yeah, and then checkmate here. Probably queen takes f7 should also work. Let me just check. Yeah, it actually looks like queen takes f7 is actually a one move quicker answer, because yeah, not to capture is the best, but you know, knight f8. I still need to take and capture and all the stuff. And then here comes the checkmate. Okay, so actually my queen takes f7 is one move quicker. That's really interesting to see. Yeah, the same stuff is coming. Actually, see. Ah, no, actually, sorry, cannot take it. Yeah, that's clear because c3 is just too good. Yeah, this is what I thought. Check. So coming. Check, king b1. Queen sacrifice, capturing. Now queen g8 or queen g7 checkmate is threatening, so maybe you need to take the queen, the knight takes, and this is a checkmate. Huh. Wow. So this is kind of hard to spot, I think, but you got the idea. Okay, let's go for the next one. Black to move, here, black to move. Yeah, this looks pretty simple actually. What's your idea? So rook takes g2, captures. Okay, you need to capture, or he can do also king h1. If he captures, then the next rook come to the fight. If king h3, then queen h6 checkmate. If king h1, then queen f3 checkmate. Yeah, and if he is not taking but plays king h1, then we just take it. Then queen h queen. Oh, how to give the checkmate here? Okay, it's not to properly play queen h4, king g2, then rook g8, king f3. Looks like he runs away. So queen f4 is necessary, I think. Ah, no, or this is also another way. Yeah. Check. So we need to cover the f3 square, and then it's a checkmate. What if we do the other way? Check. Ah, he comes here. Yeah, this is not that good. So he did this check and then queen h5. This is a nice maneuver, good to remember. Check and then check, covering the f3 square. Okay, let's go for the next one. Black to move. Black to move. So let's check again the checks first. Checks first. So rook takes h2 check or knight g3 check. Okay, rook takes g2 check. If bishop takes h2, then comes the time to think. If another check, knight g3 check, then bishop takes g3. The problem is queen and our king is also in the same file. Yeah, okay, that's it. So I think I found it. So rook takes g2, king takes bishop takes g2, knight g3 check, bishop takes g3 check, queen h8 check, bishop h2, queen sacrifice on h2, king takes, and then the next rook comes to h8. Go for the checkmate. That's it, check. Whatever move order he makes, sacrificing, and then comes the checkmate. Beautiful. Captures in the king, that just makes it quicker. Check. The checkmate. You know, if you don't do it directly, then there are the jumps. So white is ready to give some challenges for us. Or sacrifice the queen on f2, so we have no time for queen h8 here, because then queen takes f2, or knight takes g6, so he can win a lot of time. So we need this one this way. Okay, let's go for the next one. Black to move. So yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Island in the ocean. Wow, that's very romantic. Ah, green ocean, sun is shining. You eat some bananas or mangoes or pineapple or coconut and playing chess. So black to move. Black to move. So maybe we just go again for the checks first. Rook takes g2 check. King takes g2. Rook g1 check. No, actually first queen g5 check. So the knight cannot jump because then we win the e5 queen. So rook takes g2 check, king takes g2, queen g5 checking. If king f3 then queen g4 checkmate. If the king goes to the h5 then queen h5 check, king g2 then rook g8 check wins. That's it, beautiful. Ah, don't even win the queen, but go for the checkmate. Ah, okay, that's even better. Yeah, if it, because maybe for white is the best to go to here. Yeah, thank you very much, Knuckles, for the follow. Okay, let's go for the next one. White to move. Probably this was a Caro-Kann defense. The castle on opposite side, so here time is really essential. Who is quicker? So white to move, white to move. Wow, actually queen h5 looks like one of the nice move. Yeah, it just takes you the knight and it covers the g7, so that's not the right thing to do, that's nearly sure. Oh la la, oh la la. This looks much more complicated. Hello Marco, hello. Much more complicated. So rook takes g7, that looks kind of logical. With this also, then we are sitting rook takes h7. So rook takes g7, let's say he captures, king takes g7. Then there are a few options. What if we give a check, maybe g4, queen g4 check. If plays king h6, then queen g5 checkmate. That would be the nice finish. But he goes to h8. And then we just go to h5 with the queen, because you're sitting queen takes h7 and knight cannot move. The king can go move actually to g8. Then queen g5 check, he goes back to h8. Then queen h6. And now king g8. Then bishop takes h7 check. If knight takes, then queen g7 checkmate. If the king goes back to h8, then bishop takes f6, bishop takes f6, bishop g6 check, king g8, queen h7 checkmate. Ooh, this is it. And then the checkmate is unavoidable. Yeah, it's also actually we can do the same way. This is also sitting in the checkmate. And I like this one because this is a very direct way. It all comes with checks. But you know, more than one way to which goes to Rome. There is a saying. Yeah, I can move like back here. There are a few checkmates, but the important is the key idea from the beginning, to sacrifice the rook and then come with the queen closer. And the checkmate is coming. Okay, next one again, white to move. Okay, next one, white to move. Wow, this is actually from kind of like from the opening, very early phase of the game. But the same idea, I think bishop takes h6, pawn takes, queen takes h6, and the checkmate is kind of unavoidable. And now bishop h7 check, bishop g6, queen h7, queen f7. Okay, nice one. Next one, white to move. Wow, this is sharp. So white castled long here. And that's also kind of like a brave move. Probably he did it because he was thinking he will attack quicker than the opponent. And he did, looks like. Oh, it's... Yeah, actually did... Just probably bishop takes h6, need to sacrifice the opponent. The thing is, because... How else? And the check, bishop h7 check probably is not doing much, because knight takes h7. Bishop takes e7 and queen takes e7. So the captures are rook d5, bishop takes d5. So let's look. Bishop takes h6, g takes h6, rook g3 check, king h8. I was thinking bishop h7 with the idea of rook g8, but knight takes h7. Hallelujah, I think I got an idea. Ooh, ooh, this is nice. So bishop takes, rook g3, king h8, knight e5. Wow. And threatening knight takes f7 checkmate, or winning the queen. Wow. This is powerful. Checkmate, or if he tries to defend, that wins the queen. So let's go for the next one. White to move. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Habibi Makruf, thank you very much for the follow. So probably this is the last one for today, but let's look how to make it happen. It looks like the Black King again, kind of challenged. Knight e5 maybe, knight e5 with the threat of knight takes f7 checkmate. Because if black takes the queen, then still knight takes f7 is a checkmate. Okay, if he takes the bishop with the bishop, now bishop takes f3, king takes f6, that's also good because then comes queen takes f7 and then knight takes g6 checkmate. Okay, what if he defends the f7? Maybe he plays queen c7. Ooh, and then comes the beautiful finish. Queen takes g6, sacrificing queen. Because if pawn takes, then knight takes g6 checkmate. If bishop takes knight, then knight takes f7 with the queen. So the only question after knight e5, what if rook d7, but probably we just take it. Yeah, this is again this. Okay, queen takes g6. It's a nice checkmate, but okay. What if he captures this one? check. We cannot do bishop e4. I was thinking bishop e4 would solve the problem, but no, that will not solve the problem, so we just need to take it probably. Is there something better than that? Probably there is nothing better. Yeah, and you know, there's two pieces for the rook plus this weak king that should just give a winning chance for white. Okay, so hope you learned a few ideas also in this session. Yeah, please put it to practice and use it in your own games.